Hello, hello.
Howdy.
Darian, how'd you feel about Alex Russo's cooking show?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was very
kind of cute.
Yeah.
It was very fun. Just paced nicely. She's hilarious.
We watched Selena plus Chef.
Selena plus sign chef.
That's the title of the show.
Yes.
So it must be said.
Yes. Yeah. Did you know how to make that dish?
I've never cooked gnocchi before, but I've made meatballs. And kind of similar to how you felt about it, as far as baking them.
Yeah.
I haven't baked them for an extended period of time before. I used to make smaller ones and would bake them, but if I'm not baking them, I'm cooking them in the crock pot for like 1 billion hours.
Yeah.
So.
And they have a fun texture.
But no, I have not made that dish before.
Maybe I'll do that with potatoes later.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Make some gnocchi.
Yeah.
Make a dough, roll it out, chop them up.
A potato dough.
Potato dough.
Potato dough.
Yeah. Potatoes are basically just really thick, brown, often spaghetti.
It's like almost flour, but it isn't.
The starchiness makes
it's flour, but can stand on its own.
That's true. That's so true.
Flour, you have to do stuff with flour.
Yeah.
While like a potato is so much.
Like you could just eat a potato. You can't just eat flour.
You can just rip that potato out of the ground and start munching.
If you really wanted.
Yeah.
Flour, it's gotta, man. The process, especially like back in the day when they had to fucking use a mill.
Oh my god!
Like I watched a video of like someone actually doing the process with an old Chinese mill, like hand mill.
Yeah,
that shit takes
cranking
forever, dude.
Yeah, and they didn't have gotcha games to
pass the time, right?
What are they doing?
I couldn't watch VTubers to pass the time.
Who would want to live in a world pre-VTubers at this point?
At this point, no, I can't. Man, okay. So, we'll start the episode and then I'll tell my story.
Okay. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the smoke room.
Thank you. Now,
have you ever gone back and tried to watch some of Keys in the Eyes, like old videos, and went like, what a time
when it was simpler?
Yeah, like 2007. You had like big shot YouTubers going like, oh no, we're gonna be run out of business because of like AI VTubers. I mean,
the AI VTuber part isn't.
Well, this was back, when they were covering up like.
Yeah.
Where some people did think that Keys in the Eye
was AI, which like given the whole how new it was, I get it, right? Yeah. No, it's gotten to be a bit of a problem as far as my consumption of VTuber media, because I have developed an abhorrent habit, an absolutely terrible habit of just watching their videos while I'm driving.
Yeah,
like I'll put on a video before I go anywhere. I'll set it in the where the speedometer is, and like not even on the thing because I don't want people to see it through my windshield. Where my speedometer is in front of my steering wheel? I set it sideways in there and then drive and like watch.
Why don't you want? What's wrong with?
Well, because say there's a cop behind me, video playing, be like, hey, you can't do that.
Is that a thing?
I don't know if it really violates any laws, but I'd rather not test it. So, also my thingy, my little stand thingy doesn't really work anymore. So I'll have to get a new one eventually. But I just kind of put it where my speedometer goes. And, it doesn't matter how fast I'm going under 40 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Well, once I see where I'm at above 40, then I can see it. But like,
Arian's just casually going 40 miles per hour in a residential zone.
Yeah. Fucking watching Maury.
Yeah.
No, it's something I need to fix about myself.
Yeah.
Because it's really bad. Like I haven't.
I do love just putting on like a Narissa girl failure stream. She's just like, but guys, I love when her sisters are on.
It's so funny.
She'll like start the stream and go like, okay guys, remember, They're both taken. I'm your only option.
Yep. Oh,
me. I am single still.
Gotta remind him. She's so funny, dude.
She's too funny.
She's really fucking funny.
Hollow Advent
really
knocked it out of
really
the park.
Powerful. Like all of them.
My God.
Like genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
I
think my least favorite is Shidori.
You don't like Shidori? No.
She's a little too Molgoth GF for me.
Oh, but that's so good.
Girl, I don't swing that way.
That sounds, well, I was gonna say that does sound weak of you, but I understand. You do just be built different.
I do be just like a woman.
Ooh, a woman?
No,
that's fine. But no, she's great. But I understand. I mean, when you've got Nerissa right at the top.
Yeah, you have Nerissa there.
Kind of hard to beat anything.
And she's like a hard lesbian.
Like there's just no, which is rough for her because she I don't know if she wants to have kids, like actually give birth to kids, but she does
want kids.
She does want to do the whole family thing. But if she could do that with a woman, she could adopt if she really wants.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if she wants to be like, but I want to have a baby. But you could also be a lesbian and have a baby.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah.
It's 2024.
Get a donor.
Yeah. It's like, on stream, well, guys, who wants to be my donor? Oh my God, the power, dude.
Oh no, that would be too.
So in addition to the consumption of of individual VTubers content, I've also kind of sometimes fallen down the rabbit holes of like the canceled ones, like learning about the canceled ones.
Poor Rusha.
Yeah,
we don't actually care about Rusha.
We don't. We also don't care about Riverrod.
No,
but like just hearing about some of these people.
I do miss Magni Desmond though.
Spice.
I miss, he was such a bro. He made like Tempest so much fun. I'm like okay with Vesper being gone because he was like, he phoned in half his shit at Tempest, where he did not care about his gen mates.
No. Which is important, for sure.
Yeah.
These people, especially, like, sure, you can collab with really whoever you want for the most part if you're on good enough terms, but the people that, if you're released in a corp with a group,
gen, that matters.
That matters a lot, for sure.
Yeah.
So,
because with Hololive did a whole thing in Japan recently where like a bunch of the EN members were there, including Tempest.
Okay.
And so the Tempest members were there to record stuff. And after they returned, Altair mentioned that like, oh, I actually met up with Dez while we were in Japan. So it's like Dez still talks to the other members of Tempest, even though he's no longer
with them.
And it's like, oh, well, they stayed friends. That's kind of cool. Like,
that's really nice.
It makes me more curious what happened. But, that is what it is.
Such is the way,
Yeah.
The corporation life is very tricky.
I think that was like the last major upset at Hololive, and that is the nice part about Hololive, right? Is they don't have drama.
Yeah, they are in no way, shape, or form Niji. Like like that ship got so many fucking holes in it, dude. Like even after all the sell-in stuff, there has been I can't remember his name, but there's one boyfriend experience guy who's blonde. I don't remember. But he's kind of been shitty, and like they're like not doing anything about it. It's just,
Niji don't care, baby.
What a literal failure of a company. I mean, just the Ian, right?
It's just the Ian branch.
Just the Ian branch, right?
Niji Japan is
they're thriving. They're doing it. It's fine.
They're Fortnite dancing in the street.
Yeah, I mean, based on what I've been able to find, like watching and reading. Overall, the corp doesn't have a good work environment. even the JP, but that's always going to be different culturally.
Yeah, that's just different.
That's just going to be different.
Yeah,
but
it's hard to comment on.
But the EN,
let's go.
Absolutely horrid.
Let's go. Look, we got Matara out of it, so like
that's kind of true. We take the good stuff.
Even though I do prefer Nina's design.
I know you. I know you do. I'm prefer Matara. I love Matara.
Darian is roach pilled.
I'm so out here, bro. The most roach pilled. My IQ is 100,000. Man, also I'm so annoyed. Fucking so you know Tricky?
Mm-hmm.
Tricky has an alt that they don't use like for regular stuff, and I've only seen it on a couple videos, and it's this little white spider, and I need her.
Did you hear how thirsty Darian was there?
You don't understand.
Oh my god.
No, like, because when she talks, she's got like a little Louisiana accent.
Woman loving.
Like,
out of here.
She's got this little soft Louisiana accent. And
no.
It's just, oh no, my god, I need her.
Where are we? We like we're with Nick and we're going to the general store.
We're escaping.
We're trying to get a sack.
We're getting the heck out of here. Yes.
Do be that way. Oh, that means we're gonna see. That's fine.
Well, oh wait, no, it was probably Doll. Yeah, you're right. It was one of the sisters, one of the Burns.
Oh no,
sisters.
But we're going to a store.
I know.
To pick up a bag.
Maybe we'll see Ralph instead.
Maybe it'll be Ralphie. Maybe it'll be Red.
Maybe it'll be Red. Because I feel like we gotta be at the point. Well, no, actually, we're still pretty early before the burning of the Hendricks house. So it would be before the wedding, because that happens on the day of the Burns wedding.
Yeah. It do be that way.
So,
thankfully, it's still too early in the morning for that many folks to be milling about. But the store is open. It doesn't take long for Nick to be in and out. Oh, thank God. We pack our haul together. Oh, lit. We didn't have to go in. Then we make our way to William's office. I knock on the door.
You're like bullet dodged.
Right? We don't hear anything. Nick knocks on the door a lot louder.
Christ almighty, give me a spell.
We hear some shuffling around and some moving bottles. Then we hear more locks than we're used to hearing on William's door.
Oh, he's here. What a tall drink. Welcome back, sir.
Yeah, he's always good. Yeah. To open up, it opens up and we see a bleary-eyed coyote, hands stained with pen ink.
Huh. You two look like shit.
And you look worse. He opens the door wider, and a bottle rolls past us.
Come on in.
It do be that way.
We going in.
What do you mean?
I can't believe this.
What do you mean? It can't be like this.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
No, we just got here. No.
Yes.
No, come back.
Yes.
Please. We just got back. No.
Okay, so we'll hit.
Oh.
We'll make a little bit of a save.
Fuck.
Just a little bit of that.
I can't.
Look, it's fine. It's fine. We'll go over here. We'll hit. Which route was this? Oh,
this is Willy Boys. You can tell because it has his wife.
Yeah.
We don't really see her in anything else. The she.
Yeah. What is this? Did he update?
I don't know. You have to tell me. I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Oh. I guess he did update.
Did he?
Maybe? Well, because these are new.
I guess. But, like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
Okay, well, let's hit load.
Oh, yeah.
Again. You know, we'll just do it a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, well, what's happening here?
Howdy, and welcome back to this.
Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
And welcome back to the full darkness.
I mean, speaking of,
yeah,
the shot comp with Jughead and his dad in jail, and then Archie and his dad in jail.
it's paralleled. It looks good. Big brain.
So
Love
good.
to see it.
How dare this show try?
I can't believe. Disgusting.
Terrible.
Right?
Absolutely horrendous. Okay, what are we doing? What are we here for?
We were in the bathroom for things. Cynthia was upsetty spaghetti with us because we were like trusting Willie.
That's true.
And this
man
creature.
Oh, shit. Oh god.
Is here with us.
I see.
Yes. Well, I would have interrupted sooner, but you both seem to be in the midst of a quarrel.
Mr. Howlink.
He clears his voice. Mr. Twibbits, if you please.
Mr. Tibbets. I'm working as quickly as I can to apprehend the instigator behind your assault.
If this is your quick work, then I certainly don't want to see your slow work.
God damn. I'll let you know if I think of anything, Mr. Twibbits.
He waves his paw dismissively. Well, don't let me distract you.
Easier said than done.
He opens his mouth again, but gets interrupted by the door opening. It's Sam. It's just Sam again. It's just Sam.
It's just Sam.
I couldn't hear any I couldn't hear any shouting from the hall, so I took that as a good sign. When Sam sees Twibbits, he has the look like he walked in on a picture show of himself plastered on the wall. Oh, why if it isn't Samuel? No. Oh. Well, if it isn't Mr. The room is so quiet, I can hear the piano in the saloon playing through the walls.
Let's go. Doesn't even know your fucking name. Get out of here, boy.
Go.
Get out of here.
Twibbits. Right. Sorry. It's been a long day for me. It's been a long day for all of us.
Still ain't over.
The wave of fatigue rolling its way through my body is starting to give me the jitters. I could really use a smoke right about now. Sam looks from my face to hers. Looks like he's putting together that we aren't done talking. Good news, Tibbets. Huh? Tonight's your lucky day. Night? Tonight's your lucky night?
I guess.
Okay. Why don't we get to know each other a little more down at the bar? The bar? That didn't go so hotly the first time. Just relax, and don't do anything to stand out. He opens the door and beckons the weasel outside. I'll even buy you a drink. A drink? A cheap one. A cheap one? Well, if money's the issue, then I'll buy the drink. He wags his pointer digit. There's no need to be frugal if the alternative is swill. Sam gives me a look like I owe him more than a few favors as he steps out the door.
Listen, Miss Saucier, maybe?
Uh-huh.
I know that you don't trust me. Frankly, I understand why. But if there's anybody you're willing to talk about, just to let me know about anything wrong or suspicious here in Saguaro's hip that seems like it's out of your hands. Whoever, or whatever that might be, just know you can pass the burden of it on to me.
Well, let me think. She bends down to brush a piece of dust off her skirt and crosses her legs. You and I both know you know more than enough about the girls. I lean against the wall, balancing on the back of my foot. I try not to let my blood pressure rise.
Was that you messing with my papers?
Gotta lock me up?
I could.
She crosses her arms. So do it then. If I arrest her, the other girls would know. That would spread to the madame, and I wouldn't be welcome here anymore. We both know this. She sees how far she can press the envelope.
But we both know I'm not going to do that. Just help me out here.
She looks away and squints. Then she looks back at me. Maybe there's one way we can help each other out.
Oh yeah?
I think there's something wrong with the barkeep. Harlan Perkins? He works just fine with most of the other staff, so nobody else really has a problem with the guy. But I just know there is. I nod and cross my arms.
And how do you know?
Well, there's a few things. But mostly there's these little mannerisms he has. I work a lot of shifts with him, so I get to see how he interacts plenty. And let me tell you, there's a lot of rage there. A lot of malice. He hides it well, but not so well from me. I can read it on his face.
So, why are you telling me so suddenly, so willing? Why are you so suddenly willing to talk to him? To talk about him specifically? Why can't I read?
Well, he's not exactly family.
So, certain people at the brothel are family to you?
Well, a lot of the workers, really. Even the ones who are rough around the edges. Ethel.
Even though she's, like, smooth?
She's the best.
She's so good. I miss her. Like Sam?
Well, of course, Sam. But also the ones who won't approach first-timers. And the ones who don't want to be here, but really have nowhere else to go.
It's a tough life.
Being married sounds tougher. Didn't work out so well for you, did it? Damn. I crack a smile.
No. No, it sure didn't.
She laughs too. Quietly. Plenty of the girls who come here think they've hit rock bottom. Enough of them think they're disgraced because Christian men want virgins. Or rather, the virgins they didn't dally with yet.
Those men's losses. Virgins aren't so good in bed.
More importantly, these girls have got to learn what rock bottom is. I hum.
And what do you think that looks like?
She bites her lip and nodding, yeah. Well, you saw what happened to Mrs. Green. Tied to a broke husband at the hip, till death do you part, with no spending power. She crosses her arms and sighs. Now that's rock bottom. The girls aren't so mean to themselves for working the profession after they get used to having money. As well as how to manage it.
So I take it a bartending Jack, who seems to be the madam's biggest fan, wouldn't exactly have as much in common with the rest of her employees.
Back to Harlan again.
He's been on my mind lately. Can you tell me what you know about him?
I don't like how he looks at me the past few days. Normally, he's curt and rude and minds his own business. But with me, she bites her lip again. He stares.
What do you suspect?
To be honest, I just don't want to think about Mr. Perkins right now. If he is doing something wrong, I suspect he's going to slip up sooner or later. It's your job to notice when he does or not. I hold my hands to my back and look to the ceiling, grunting as my spine stretches.
I only have 2 eyes, Cynthia.
Give me some results and maybe you'll get more. Are we done here? My breath escapes me.
Yeah. We're done.
She unfolds her arms and stands up. Her bony elbow bumps into me on her way out. When I open the door, I see a few girls run around the corner, whispering and giggling before they disappear. The bar is packed. That's typical for a mid-afternoon on a Sunday. But I don't mind to see him, to know where Sam is sitting. He'll be at his usual spot in the corner. As I approach it, I can hear that I was right. Does it shine? Yeah. Can I find it at the bottom of the river? Yup. Is it a mineral? Nope. The weasel leans into the table, crossing his hands. How many questions am I at? 17. That was one of your questions, by the way.
Get fucked.
That doesn't count. Yeah, huh? The weasel stares, chittering manically in a different language.
Look at that cute little smile Sam has on.
Oh, it's like
Cute little smile.
Does it glow? None that I've ever seen. Last question. Okay. Is it bigger or smaller than half a meter? What's a meter?
Let's go. Freedom units, baby. We use freedom units here, Mr. Twivets.
Freedom units?
We use freedom units. Oh, get the meter shit out of here.
Oh my god.
Except for millimeter. We keep, and centimeter. We keep those.
No, we have inch, foot, or bust.
But smaller than inch is centimeter.
We don't use it.
But we do.
No.
Yeah.
Freedom numbers only.
We use them in combination with the freedom numbers, because we'll do like 6 foot 2 inches and like 7 centimeters.
Not in my.
We need a soundboard with the eagle cry. Freedom units. Sorry, all of you oppressed by the metric system.
Right.
We're freedom pilled over here. We use awesome numbers.
No. What do you mean? What's a meter? I mean what? Is a meter. Right. It's the size of 3 feet. My feet or your feet? Let's go!
So good.
Okay, now you're just trying to vex me, Samuel. A foot is 12 inches, I think. No. Well, then in that case, I suppose it depends. What do you mean it depends? Time to take another guess, Mr. Tibbets. What am I thinking of? A fish?
Pizza. It's been a while since I've seen it, so...
He's trying to be a psychonaut over here.
He really is.
The weasel rubs his temples with his hands and makes a groaning sound. Then he stops, smiles. An anchor. He perks up and puffs out his chest. Nope. The bollocks do you mean, nope? Now calm down, Mr. Tibbets. I've got your answer. The weasel leans in closer. Yes? Go on. You ready? Goodness, yes. All right. Sam holds up a finger and then balls into a fist and coughs into it, clearing his throat. The answer is... a freshly caught catfish.
Let's go. Absolutely. Go off, Sam. Sure.
A what? That's absurd!
Oh, he's pissed.
I shit you not, Mr. Tibbets. The animal's real and quite absurd. I asked you if the thing was living, and you told me it wasn't. A freshly gutted catfish. You cheated! No, I didn't. You just didn't think broadly enough. Broadly, my foot. I ought to shake you.
Oh, he's gonna have violence against Sam. Sorry to interrupt you, boys.
You're not interrupting a thing. This game is over. I need a drink. We filtered him.
Sam just knew exactly what to do to get his ass out of here.
We casual filtered his ass.
Oh, that was so good.
We watch him pout as he makes his way over to the bar, waving his hand for the bartender's attention.
He's right, you know. You did cheat.
I don't agree. Y'all just can't be too stubborn about, something being the something state of being.
You're just teasing him, aren't you?
Maybe just a little bit.
Oh. Look at him! Smiley boy.
I feel myself grin.
Piece of shit.
Hey. It's not like either of us got to have any fun. Besides, I wouldn't let you pick the game. Pick the game.
Very sportsmanlike of you.
The sportiest. He watches Cliff still waiting at the bar and lower his voice. So, what did you and Cynthia end up talking about?
We're both suspicious of the bartender.
Sam squints and looks back at me. Our bartender.
We ain't drinking anywhere else, are we?
I just mean... Well, look at him.
Don't make eye contact.
I meant figuratively. He's old, William. And he's got a lot to lose if he screws anything up.
He sure does, doesn't he?
A look of understanding crosses his face. Then he looks guilty. Ashamed. So you think he might be backed into a corner?
Maybe. For all we know, he could think he's already lost too much.
People do some desperate things when there's nothing left to lose. I feel angry.
So stop blaming yourself.
I come across harsher than I meant to. He flinches, then scowls. I'm sorry, I can't exactly turn my feelings off like you can.
I meant that there's a difference between what you need and what you want when it comes to being backed into corners. He's doing fine enough for himself compared to you. Or Nick. Cozy job, bartending in the most popular place in town.
You really know how to make a man feel special.
I want to get into his office, Sam.
Is that what they're calling that these days?
Sam, pull down his pants so I can get into his office.
His office? That's funny.
Am I laughing?
No, but I ought to be if you think you're getting in there. He keeps his space locked tighter than the chastity cage Dora puts on him.
Do you think Harlan has secrets?
Everybody does.
Relevant to the case, I mean.
I don't really know. He ain't ever been the nicest fella, but he's fair enough if you don't give him any trouble. He keeps to himself.
So you trust him?
He taps the table. I didn't say that.
Enough for you to think he's not suspicious, I mean.
Cynthia doesn't trust him.
And what about you?
I consider most of Cynthia's judgments good enough to be considered what I believe. More likely than not.
Any exceptions?
He shrugs. There's you, I suppose. He grins.
I don't need everybody to like me.
So long as I like you, Sheriff.
Don't get me hot in public, Sam.
It's the deserts, William. Everybody's hot. He knows what I mean, so he doesn't get the dignity of a response.
This banter is really good. I miss this. I missed us. Oh my god.
Rather than calming down, the energy in the bar keeps ramping up. Like my dick. The overcrowding there spills into the stage area, and I can hear some performers start to speak. I kick back in the chair and fold my arms behind my head. There's your deputy. A very confused-looking otter is talking to Cynthia.
Todd! He's here.
The voices in the bar quiet down a bit after I shout. But the noise recovers quickly, and the otter comes rushing towards us.
Well, there you are, sir. I did a thorough check on the greenhouse and logged the necessary evidence.
Did Marcy make it?
For now.
Good. If she comes too, she'll probably have more to tell us.
The otter droops.
I don't want to step on any toes or nothing, sir. But don't you think she's done enough?
I shrug.
We'll leave it up to her.
I just don't think you should press her too hard if you get the chance to speak to her again.
I understand your feelings, considering you grew up around her.
Jesus.
But if there's more she wants to share, the more we know, the better.
He's shifting a bit in his seat.
I just hope there's better things in store for poor old Marcy. I reckon Mr. Green's soul is hopping on charcoal by now. She'll do better going forward.
Sounds like there's something you don't want her to say.
Huh?
About Mr. Green, I mean.
He scratches the back of his neck.
Not sure where you got that idea from.
You just keep discouraging us from the notion of talking to her again is all.
He shifts again.
Nah. I'm just real concerned about her is all. She's the bee's knees, really.
Todd looks nervous. Sam looks doubtful. Press X. Maybe Sam is onto something something about Todd. Maybe there is something else going on between him, Marcy, and Mr. Green. Can't say I have any guesses yet, though.
You really didn't like Mr. Green, did you, Todd?
Well, Ma and Pa tell me that it's important to like everybody, no matter how hard it can be. But sometimes it's real hard.
He whistles and laughs.
There's no chance you knew what was going on in that house, do you?
His tone gets harsher.
No, not really.
The cougar shrugs and drops it. I can tell Sam isn't going to push any further. Now I'm definitely going to want to talk to her when she's able to speak again.
Good afternoon, boys.
Hello.
Oh, this is the crew.
Now this is the crew.
Sam flinches and lets out a genuine shout, which makes us all look at him. His ears lower.
Sorry. Just surprised.
I am known to be very scary. This is the first time you got the jump on me, too. Somebody as big as you shouldn't be able to do that.
Nick shrugs.
I am very familiar with this bar.
Ain't you usually still at the mines?
Not today. It is a strike, Samuel.
Oh, okay.
So, you don't have to go into work, I take it.
He also don't get paid, Sam.
Well, shit.
But that is good news.
We could use some of that.
Yes.
I sigh.
Agreed. Negotiations are going somewhere. A 20-cent hourly raise will be added for everybody in the company.
Todd whistles.
Now that's what I like to hear.
I raise my glass and Todd meets it.
Good on y'all.
Yeah, it should still be higher.
I agree, but we expected nothing.
Something is always better than nothing.
Not in the case with the diseases.
Oh my god, Sam.
Sam do be a little gremlin.
He's a little spicy.
Oh, lighten up, Sam. Victories, however small, should be noticed. Yeah, lighten up.
I'll just be glad they're not robbing you as much.
Anyway, why don't you grab a drink with us to celebrate? You can tell us why you showed up here. Well, I usually come here first to get Sam. Then I walk him over to your office. Thankfully, since you're already here, I won't have to make the extra effort. I meant what for. You know, the occasion.
He hums.
For our nightly plans.
I try to focus for a moment.
What do you mean, nightly plans? For the stag tonight.
Oh, fuck. I completely forgot. But the looks on Todd and Sam's faces, they're a little overwhelmed.
Ain't that place a bit rough and tumble?
Things tend to get rough when you take a tumble.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I don't know if I have the energy to go to another dance hall tonight, Nick. But it would be a shame to see you miss another opportunity to see it at night with all of us together. Well, we've had a long day. And there's a lot of things I need to think about regarding Mr. Tippett's case. Okay. No pressure.
My cup has been empty for too long. I take a sip of the beer next to mine on the table.
That's mine.
I need it more than you right now.
I take a big swig of his drink.
Hell yeah.
Hope you like the taste of my spit then.
Todd gulps and Nikolai avoids eye contact with everybody.
Good thing alcohol tends to clean even the dirtiest of mouths.
You and I know the proof of that beer is less than 4%. You're not tasting just my spit with a proof that low.
He leans over and whispers into my ear.
I'm talking about the balls I've licked, William.
I know you dream about me licking balls.
So why keep me waiting?
I sigh. I wish I could answer that right now, but I don't want to spoil the mood. So I decide to act cheeky.
Because I never need to make you finish. What are you both whispering about? Nothing for the ears of God or civilized company.
Well, I'm sure he wouldn't be mad at us for joining for a little bit of indecency here and there.
That's a bold presumption to make.
Well, I just thought about it for a spell.
He just thought about it for a spell.
Sam clearly isn't impressed.
And I came up with this. I can get mad about something that happened yesterday, but when I think about something rude somebody said to me 6 or 7 months ago, I'm barely sore about it. If God exists forever, and has forever to sit on and think on things, there must be way too many things to stay mad about forever.
So you're saying that instead of Jesus nailing his wrist to the cross to die for our sins, he was just waiting it out.
More or less, maybe.
And people say I'm morbid when I talk. What does Nikolai think about it?
Yeah, I'd love to hear another perspective.
Yeah, Nick. Enlighten them.
I need to, rein in Todd a little bit. It's skewing dangerously close to Goofy, and I'm not really trying to do that.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not, though. I don't want it to be Goofy.
Who, me? Didn't know there was another Nick at the table. I do not know God. And he does not know me. But if he ever shows up to see me, I will say hello. Well then. The alcohol is passed on to somebody else. There's the Bible talk, and I'm sweating plenty, so might as well be church. I think I'm going to step outside for a bit for air. Want to join me, Nick? No. I am invested in the conclusion of the discussion. Alright then. I'll be back after a smoke or two.
Okay. Well, I think we'll end the part here.
That was so fun.
Yeah. Look, this is it. Williams Routhouse the best.
It's just
the
so
funnest.
good.
Yeah.
So good.
So we'll see you guys around.